for the South Australian Victoria clash, and this is the first leg. The second leg to be played October the 22nd, and the teams are going through the official introductions now, so Michael Zapponi will give us the teams for today. Michael.
Thank you very much, Shocker, and a terrific day out here at Wembley Park. We'll start with the home side, Victoria. Robert Bryan, number 2, Henry Valkovsky. Number 3, John Dimitrellis. Number 4, Robert Runye. The captain for today is number 5, Dean Fack. Number 6, Tom Markowski. Number 7, Nick Van Egmond. Number 8, Chris Mshovsky. Number 9, Jerry McAleer. Number 10, Nick Radecki. And number 11, Sava Rusmir. On the bench for the Vics is number 12, Reno Minichello. Number 13, Daniel Genovese. Number 15, Zlato Mihailovic. Number 16, Robert Liberotti. Number 14, George Svigos. And number 18, Dragan Arlikia. For South Australia, number 1, the goalkeeper, Andrew Allen. Number 2, Scott Rishka. Number 3, Donato De Izio. Number 5, Paul Higgins. Number 6, Corey Artoni. Number 7, Juan Rodriguez. Number 8, Eddie Briscoe. Number 9, Zoran Karadzic. Number 10, Steve Makilich. Number 11, Paul Simmons. And number 17, Michael Brooks. On the bench, number 4, Shane Foley. 12, Mario Rostiano. Number 14, Paul Capozzato. Number 16, Tony Scalzi. And their reserve goalkeeper is number 20, Fraser McLean.
Here he is again, the little Paul Higgins to Karesdik. Foul there by Dean Fack. He's had a great season too for, quickly taken there. Higgins.
And it's a goal.
Right in there. Briscoe again, and he's been involved in everything on this near side here, the grandstand side, Eddie Briscoe. And he gets in there right behind the defence to slot home past Robert Bryan in the Vic goal.
One or two things there, Shock, I thought that brought about that goal. Henry Valkovsky was the man in the front position. Now, either there wasn't enough talking in the box and Valkovsky hesitated and he thought he had all the time in the world, and Briscoe's come in and just slammed it away for an easy goal in the end for the South Australians. South Australia 1, lead Victoria 0. As Tom Markowski tries to conjure something up for the Vics as he switches it over to that left-hand side. Ball played for Rusmir. Rusmir with some pace. Closely followed by his fellow in number 11. Rusmir again with the ball. Well worked by Rusmir. Gets the cross in, but really to no avail because it was too close to...
Just lacked a bit of support there, Michael. He only had John Dimitrellis there. He had no left-hand sided midfielder coming across at all.
Yeah, no one to help him out on that far side. Nick Radecki was in the middle. So we've played half an hour now in the State of Origin game this afternoon. Victoria 1, or Victoria 0, trailing South Australia 1. I think we wish it was Victoria 1, South Australia 0, Shocker, but that's not the story.
Now they need to penetrate this defence. They're having a holiday, not only having a trip. That's no avail there.
Numbers back, corner in for the Vics, and the header.
Tom Markowski just glanced off his head there. He's coming nearest to scoring. There's Big Tom, and he's come all the way for the defence.
Yeah, good move by Markowski. He came in, and he's not the man that you usually put your money on to score the first goal of a game.
It'll be interesting to see just at half-time if they do bring on a couple of small men to try and open up that South Australian defence, because it's like a bank at the moment, getting nothing out of it.
Here are the Reds again through Simmons. Simmons looking for a cross inside, but good pressure there by Dean Fack, and it's Victoria again through Markowski. Plays it high, good flick on by Chris Mshovsky. Nice ball again for the Vics by Nick Van Egmond. Chance for Jerry McAleer with the volley. Oh, it's at the post.
The big fellas haven't got pace, and they just need that link up there, and Van Egmond had the link, and they got the through ball, so we can look for more of that.
Here's Mshovsky switching play. That far side.
It's a good switch.
The ball comes in for Radecki. Radecki was left in the wake of the South Australian defence, but here's a chance for the Vics now through Rusmir. Rusmir gets around to Rusmir with a shot on goal!
Oh, what a fantastic goal! He ran 3 men and cracked it in there.
You won't see a better goal. Great work by the Port Melbourne Sharks midfielder. Victoria 1, South Australia 1.
What a fantastic goal by Sava Rusmir. And as we were saying before, we need a small man to take these big fellas on at the back. And that's where the links came up. Rusmir took it off on his own back to see what I'm going at these guys on the ground. And, Speeds actually caught Brooks and Delosa out for the first time.
The Bayswater Indoor Soccer Shop has a large range of English and European NSL club shirts, scarves, flags and souvenirs. Currently on sale are soccer boots and indoor soccer runners. Mention this announcement and receive 10% discount on any item in the store. Call in to the Bayswater Indoor Soccer Centre at 13 Burton Court in Bayswater or telephone 9729 1999. That's 9729 1999. Another Channel 31 sponsor.
Cystic fibrosis is a genetically inherited disorder which affects the lungs and digestive systems of its sufferers. There is currently no cure. October is Red Rose Ribbon Month, during which Australians are reminded that cystic fibrosis affects not only those who have the disorder, but also their families and their friends. The Cystic Fibrosis Association of Victoria would appreciate your help to continue its fight. Give what you can. Call 9826 1811 during business hours.
Dumpmaster, soccer's waste disposal company. With business experience spanning 15 years and servicing over 1,000 happy customers in the metropolitan area. Dumpmaster offers viewers of the soccer show a great way to raise funds for their soccer club. Industrial, commercial or domestic waste. Dumpmaster, 955 11 111. Give them a call, it's instant cash.
This is one of many places where programs are made for the world's largest free-to-air community television service. It's pretty simple, but it works. And throughout Melbourne there are production groups dedicated to producing television for Melbourne. So if you're wondering where Channel 31 may have a place for you, one of these groups might be the answer. If you'd care to make your talent available, grab a pen, give us a ring to find out more. Call during business hours on 650 5610. That's the number of your station, 650 5610.
The lot of the protester, the political dissenter, has not been an easy one.
The sooner they realise that, the better.
And I sort of heard the Premier saying, all of this can be yours if you'll just bow down.
I will give you 30 seconds notice. If you fail to leave, you will be arrested.
Do you understand?
From the Channel 31 Community Notice Board, come and play at the Preston Paton Club on Sundays. That's at the Edwards Park Lake in Leamington Street Reservoir. For more details, phone 9469 3292. If your community group would like to display a message on our Community Notice Board, phone us here at Channel 31 on 9650 5610 during business hours. Please ask for community notices.
And we're back for the second half of this State of Origin game, Victoria versus South Australia. Half-time score 1-1. Briscoe for South Australia in the 17th minute, and Sava Russmeyer with a great goal in the 39th minute to equalise for Victoria. No changes on both sides, and now Victoria kicking left to right, or right to left, down the Box Hill slope. Dimitrellis into Russmeyer. Van Egmond picks up the ball back to Dimitrellis, and Russmeyer didn't make the run. Victoria finished strong in the end of the first half, all auguring well for a good second half for the Vics.
Yeah, Choco, I think South Australia really had the upper hand for most of the half, and Victoria really only showed some glimpses of 5 or 10 minutes towards the end of that half. On first half form, you'd probably say South Australia, but I'll go with the heart and say Victoria, who'll come out firing in this second half. I think they have the quality of players to just get over the line and maybe score 1 or 2 more.
Well, they have a couple of good support players on the bench for Victoria, but a ball given away by Runji. And Karasdik squeezes it back again.
No, Robbie. Robert Bryan with one of the most embarrassing moments you'll see for a goalkeeper. He went down, the ball took a wicked bounce, and a goal for South Australia. So my prediction goes out the window.
Yeah.
And the ball in the end, not good enough, and it's Andy Allen to clean it up again for South Australia. He's got all the time in the world because his side are leading 2-1 in this State of Origin fixture.
push in the back there, Rodriguez on Van Egmond, and Nick shakes his hand, the gentleman he is. Leaves the ball for Runje. Robert Runje looks it for Russmeyer. Put a bit high there, but very short fella, Higgins. Too high. And Paul Higgins, he's had a very good game too, Michael, isn't he? Right back there.
Yeah,
Small player.
He's been in the thick of things. And Victoria now with a chance to level it up. They've got the numbers in the box.
Van Egmond wants somebody for a near post run.
Radecki.
Oh, great ball. Great goal. What a fantastic ball by Van Egmond. He wanted that one and he got it.
Yeah, Nick Radecki, who's been quiet, got the little flick on the header there, made the run.
That was a fantastic ball by Van Egmond there. You could see where he was up to. He wanted that near post run. He got it from Radecki and he obliged by a little tip header that took an awkward bounce and went in. But when you look at the second goal against Victoria, a great start. And
Maxwell working it up. He's looking for somebody. He finds
switch. And
number
Higgins.
5 in Higgins. Higgins, 1-1-2 by Tony. Didn't come off, and it will be Chris Mshovsky.
Has Van Egmond in the midfield.
Here's Nick Van Egmond now. He'll probably go back to Velkovsky. Mshovsky, he does. Nice ball by Sava Rusmir to Mshovsky. Does he have the legs? He does. 2 players against him. He works it back. Good work by Chris Mshovsky. Goes for the cross. Out on that far side. Headed on for Velkovsky. Velkovsky tries to take on his marker. Doesn't
Beautiful
prove to be
ball
successful.
by Van Egmond.
Ball comes in, and that was a rocket of a shot or a cross. Call it what you like, but it ends up being a throw-in by Henry Velkovsky. So the ball for Minicello. Good flick on by Reno. Reno with some pace. Can he get around his number 7 mark? Good ball by Reno Minicello. Here's a chance for Jerry McAleer. The first touch was bad. Jerry, he stuffed it up, to put it plainly, Shocker, that first touch, and he tried to make amends.
I thought Jerry McAleer would have been the one to get the hook, actually, come off the park, because, you know, him and Radecki have been playing sort of power games, and Radecki got the goal, so you leave him on, but he just wasn't in that one. It was a striker's dream ball.
Here's Sava Rusmir now. Back for Dimitralis. Dimitralis for Mshovsky. Mshovsky with some time, and he opts to go for Dimitralis. Dimitralis, has he got the legs? He just manages to get there. No, says the linesman, but play on calls the referee. The referee eventually sees a flag, or he sees some infringement. Yeah, well, he's causing some problems up there in Minicello with his pace. The ball comes in for the Vics. Tom Markowski gets the header in. Cleared off the line by South Australia. And it will be a corner kick, but...
and as you see there, Michael, the goalkeeper nowhere to be seen there.
Yeah, it was cleared off the line. I think it was number 7 in Rodriguez who ended up clearing it off the line for South Australia. And a good piece of play by the Vics. Tom Markowski was the man who got the header in. The corner comes in now for Victoria. Markowski gets the flick on. The keeper looks lost. He went up with his fist. The ball's still in play. It is going to go in! It's a goal for Victoria. It's one of the most scrappiest goals you ever see. Tom Markowski, I think, is claiming it.
Well, I've got to give it a big Tom to come off his leg with that goalkeeper. As I said, from the first 10 minutes, you have to be testing him and putting these balls in like that for the whole of the game. You know, I'm not putting tickets on myself here, Michael, but I could tell he was jittery, and I could tell he had the fidgets early on in the game. He's never been confident, and a ball like that was always going to worry him. So Markowski puts us in front.
Yep, Tom Markowski puts the Vics in front of the State of Origin fixture. Victoria 3, South Australia 2.
Shane Foley from the White City Woodfull team in South Australia, and along with Eddie Briscoe, he's another player who plays for the White City Woodfull.
Good flick on by McAleer Radecki. Great beat of play by Jerry McAleer. Radecki had the chance, just couldn't manage to get his big toe on the ball, and forced away for a corner kick to the Vics.
Substitute for Victoria 2 now.
And Georgie Svigos.
We said Georgie Svigos, and coming off is Sava Rusmar. So 2 midfield changes in a row for Victoria. But little Georgie will be buzzing here for the last 10 or 12 minutes that we have left. I hope he plays the second game.
Danger goal!
Stuck on the line again was the goalkeeper, and Big Dean Fack gets up there. And he makes it 4-2 for Victoria. And as we say, if you want to beat South Australia, just get the ball high in the air, in the box, and it's all yours. Easy, like buns to an elephant.
Dean Fack scoring the goal for Victoria. Victoria 4, South Australia 2. And it's been a great second half performance by the Vics. The ball in now for Makovsky. Makovsky, dangerous cross, McAleer! McAleer got the toe on that one, and great volley, great positioning to get in that scoring opportunity, and just over the crossbar, and Victoria are flying.
Goalkeeper out to Scott Rishka. Rodriguez, Brooks. Looking now for Foley. Back to Foley. Foley goes back to... The last thing I do is pass back to that goalkeeper.
Oh, here we go. McAleer!
Oh,
nearly got him.
I just said that before. The last thing I do is pass back to that goalkeeper, and
one of those horror afternoons for this South Australian goalkeeper. Rino Minicello gets the ball on, and nobody home for the Victorians. But we've been bagging him a bit. He must have done something during the season to get here.
Well, it's like Robert Bryan. He has a great season. Maybe it's just one of these games, but he did look suspect from early on in the game with high balls, and both of us picked it. So, I mean, you know, you can go up and down, but he seems to be down today.
Here's Makolsky now for the Victorians. He passes it in, looking for Rino Minicello. He just stood there and was overtaken. And Artoni now with the ball. Good ball by Artoni for South Australia, creating the opportunity. Robert Bryan came sprinting off his line and cleared any danger for the Vics. So good work there by Robert Bryan. South Australia in the midfield now.
Well, they'll keep going because another away goal would help their cause.
Yeah, certainly would. Good back pass by Chris Emshovsky. Cheeky little back heel. And Robert Woodnia has all the time in the world. He passes it to Georgis Figos, who's being pressured. Dimitralis now. So a few of the Port Melbourne boys interchanging in some passes.
Up to Dean Fack, another Port Melbourne boy. And we're finishing off this half the way South Australia started, just stroking the ball across the back. But the difference is Victoria's 2 goals in front, 4-2.
Bryan, long ball.
Delossi, back to Scott Rishka. No, he wouldn't. I was going to say, will he go back to the goalkeeper?
I lost faith in him by now. About 2 minutes remaining here in the State of Origin weekend. And Victoria have it signed, sealed and delivered for this time round. Don't forget, of course, they meet again in the away leg.
4-2.